So day one of this tiny living situation. Currently making tofu stir fry. The sinks are much too small for my liking, and listening to Throwback 2001 CD, which is just... There's no one here. It is like dead in this trailer park. See that car? That is the only car that's here, is my car. I'm not even looking at the lens properly. Whatever. Is someone being shot? No, just my neighbors chopping firewood in the dark. Oh god, that light is very bright. Why, neighbors? I want to go to sleep. They stopped. Bed. Washed my face, brushed my teeth. Meds, the whole shebang, everything that you're supposed to be doing before bed. And it's so quiet. Like, dead. No more firewood. That stopped a while ago. Nothing. It's no cars. There's no real hum of electricity, save for the fridge, but I'm too far from the fridge. And that's it. Occasionally a bullfrog does a but besides that, it's kind of weird. I'm having a real hard time falling asleep because it's so quiet. I should have brought like a fan or something. I think I'm gonna go into town and buy a mini fan, just so that I have some background noise, because this is so weird that it's so quiet. It's just eerie. I should do a video on how it's like. I'm gonna watch some videos right now that I have on my camera, because this is like, the silence is driving me nuts. Oh my god. Where were we going? No, it's not. Oh my god! Tisha and I are in a giant chair.
I thought it was a
giant chair. Hi, Tisha.
Hi.
You thought it was a photo?
Yeah, I thought it was a photo.
I'm sorry. Hi, bestie.
Hello.
Hey, we look so damn cute. You can barely see me because I'm glowing like a little moon. Tisha, you're like built for this weather.
Oh, not really. I'm like really hot.
Oh, yeah, you are.
My skin attracts heat. It's like super hot. Oh, not right now.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It's because we're so cool. Fresh.
Yeah,
what do they call us, Natisha?
What? I know.
The Febreze girls. Because we're so fresh.
Oh, okay.
We're so fresh.
Fresh.
Oh my god, it's got a bunny. Where are they all coming from? Look at that. Look at their little tough tails. They got like a long tails like... Oh, I'm trying to get a good angle. They got long bushy tails like a weird squirrel. Oh, this is just not good. There's a freaking screen in my way. Holy shit. I'm in bed at a reasonable hour, which means before midnight. Which is very weird because although you cannot hear it in this corner, there are people still shouting across like the little creek at each other. It's just a very strange phenomenon to be... Oh, you might hear that on camera, I'm not sure. Just neighbors out loud. I mean, normally I live in a city with a lot of neighbors, and they are much quieter than the neighbors here. So it's a very strange phenomenon to keep in mind. When you have something tiny, there are more people in a smaller area, and your voice travels very much. So what I learned today was the sink is too small for anything. You try to wash dishes, water goes everywhere. Try to wash your face in the bathroom sink, water goes everywhere. So yeah, get a big sink. Who gives a shit? Do it. Probably should bleep that out. But You know, it doesn't matter what people tell you. Get a bigger sink. You are going to need a bigger sink, regardless of what you think you need. And I've realized this is a very unflattering light, but I don't give a crap. I'm tired. So, who cares? I'm going to go to sleep now, or attempt to. This is like the setup for bed. These are the pillows, because that's what you do. You pillow it up. So it's day 4. It's hot like hell. I am melting. I managed to do some dishes, take a shower, and eat, and just like fart around. It's so hot. We actually have a little air conditioning unit there. And it's the only thing that's keeping me alive right now because I'm melting. I was gonna do like a video series, but that's not happening. So I'm going to continue to treat the sunburn, and there's no notes except for you need air conditioning unit. I don't care how hot it is. Every single window was open, the fan was on full, and it was still a hot box because the entirety of the outside is metal, so it is literally a hot box. So invest in AC unit, even if it's just like a in-window one like this one is. You need it. Fans won't do as much as these do. I'm gonna go melt. Bye. It's day 5. It's raining. It's been raining for an hour. And my laundry's in the laundry room, which is like a 10-minute walk away. Ah! So, you know, adventure time. No time screen.
Is all the hatred between us somehow transmuted into something more?
Nope. So my final points are ventilation. Very important. If you're in a very small enclosed space, you need proper ventilation. You need enough windows, enough of a flow of air. AC unit for the summertime. I mean, in the winter if you really need it, but that's what open windows are for. And some source of heat somewhere where you can have temperature control, because in such a small space it builds up very quickly. It gets very cold quickly, it gets very hot quickly, and if you have a very hard time maintaining your own internal temperature, you're definitely going to need that. Also, bathrooms, as far as being able to seal everything in. It's very important. Mold will grow very quickly, and black mold especially will kill you very nice and slowly, and that's definitely the opposite of what you would want when building a house, is to be killed by it. Sinks, I don't care what people tell you. Small sinks, they're cute, they're great. Don't get them. It's not worth it. Trying to wash my face in a small sink, hard as hell. Trying to wash my hands, not a big deal. Washing dishes, you have to wash your dishes every 3 dishes that you make dirty, and it's just not a realistic situation to be in. It just isn't. And also thing is narrow hallways. I had to continuously walk through this way as if I was going through a tango, and although it's entertaining to watch, trying to remember to do that at 2 in the morning while trying to get a drink of water sucks. My shoulders still hurt. Storage, of course, everyone's going to tell you find storage in different places. Anything underneath is the best storage in my opinion. Underneath the bed, underneath the couch, underneath the sink, underneath the fridge, whatever. Something underneath where it's tucked away and away from prying eyes is great. If you have a hard time bending down, then you have to adjust at some point in some way, shape, or form, like I had to. But trying to tuck things away was a lot easier than trying to shove them up. Cooking inside versus outside, it really depends on the heat. I had to cook outside, I had no choice. Otherwise it was all microwave stuff. It was like almost 31 degrees Celsius, which I think is like close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I'd have to do the math on that, so I guess I'll put annotations up or something. That's something that you have to think about is, are you going to do majority of your cooking outside or inside? Are you going to have a lot of microwavable or oven meals, or stovetop? Because the two between the two of them, they generate a different amount of heat, and you're using a different amount of energy, whether it be electricity or propane or solar or wind. You'd have to factor that in as well, which is something that I wasn't really anticipating, how much heat would generate from boiling a pot of pasta. And lastly, your own sanity when it comes to the isolation of being in a space by yourself or with another person, but in such a small space where you can pack more neighbors into a plot of land. Or if you're going to just park your tiny house on a farm somewhere, you have to factor in people, because people are important for your daily sanity, but also that sort of like having those neighbors at 11:30 at night still shouting was a big deal for me. I was exhausted. I wanted to pass out, but even with all the windows shut, I could still hear them. So that was you have to have some sort of common decency and respect in that area. And also it was quite isolated. So on the days where there was no one there, I felt kind of lonely. I did text and call people, and that was great, but it's not the same as having somebody near you. So those are definitely things to consider, and things I'm definitely going to consider once my tiny is built. But this has been Theresa from Don'tMindTheresa.com, and I leave you with a good night or good afternoon, wherever you are in this world, and I'll see you next time.